Good morning, students. Hope all of you are fine. In this video lecture, I am going to summarize the poem The Ant and the Cricket. This is the first poem from your literature. You can see the poem on your screen. It's actually a fable written by Aesop. Fable is a kind of writing where animals are depicted as the human characters and they are giving you a message, a moral lesson. Fables are known to be the untrue stories or poems. But in this poem, you will get a very good message and a moral lesson. So let's start. The Ant and the Cricket. A silly young cricket, accustomed to sing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. So the poem starts with a silly young cricket. The cricketer was young and very silly, very foolish. He was very much habituated to sing and dance, and he was enjoying the fruitful months of summer and spring because these 2 months are very enjoyable, warm, sunny. There are lots of food and water. There is no scarcity of food and all. So he has spent the months of summer and spring like that only. But when the winter came, he started to complain. When he found that at home he was nothing to eat, his cupboards were empty. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. So there was nothing at his home in his cupboard, and on the ground also there were no flower, not a single leaf on a tree because everything was covered with snow. It's winter season. Oh, what will become, says the cricket of me. At last by starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold, away he set off to a miserly ant. To see if, to keep him alive, he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he would repay it tomorrow. So he saw that nothing is there to eat, not even in the house, not outside. So he was started thinking of himself that, oh, what will become of me, what I will do if there will be starvation because I'm not having any food. And he was so worried, and he thought that he should go to the ants because the ants were very responsible throughout the summer and spring season. They were gathering the food for winter, they were saving the food. So he thought that he would go there, and he just came out in the winter season. It was snowing, he was trembling with cold, and because of the snow he was also wet. But he just thought that I will go to the ants and I will ask for a mouthful of grains and I will ask for shelter, and I'm just wish to borrow. And he also thought that he would repay it tomorrow, means when again the summer and spring will come, then he will return it to the ants. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow, says the ant to the cricket. I am your servant and friend, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. So he thought that if the ants will not give him any food, he will die because of starvation and sorrow. When he reached to the ants opened the door and just said that I am your servant and friend. But the ants were having a principle that they were not giving anything to anyone and not asking any help from anyone. So they said that this is our principle, but one question they have also asked to the cricket. What is the question? But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? They have asked that you just tell me when the weather was warm, what you were doing. You have not saved the food, nothing. Quoth the cricket, not. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay. So the cricket replied that no, I haven't saved anything for the winter season because the weather was so nice, so warm, so enjoyable. So I was just singing and dancing, and I spent the whole months of spring and summer like that. You sang, sir, you say? Go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. So the ants were so surprised to listen the answer of the cricket that when he was having the time in his hand, he was singing, he was wasting the time. So they were so surprised and they said that go and dance the winter away. So they have just suggested that okay, you have danced in spring and summer, so now in winter also you go and dance, and while dancing and singing only, the winter will also pass. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. And by saying this, they have shut the door, and outside the door was standing the poor little cricket. Folks call this a fable. I'll warrant it true. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. Now, in these 2 lines, there is the message that folks means the people, old people are telling it's a fable. But the poet is saying that I'm not saying that it is a fable, it is a true thing. Because some crickets are having 4 legs and some are having 2. Means cricket, the one of the insect having the 4 legs, and who are having 2 legs? Humans. So in humans also, in mankind also, there are some people who are very lazy, who are not responsible, who don't understand the price of time. They are wasting the time. They used to waste it, and when the time comes, they have to repent. So it is, the poet is saying that you should learn a message, a lesson from this poem, that you should utilize your time. You should not waste it. If the time is in your hand, you have to use it. You have to think of your future. Otherwise, you people will also repent one day like the cricket. So we should have to be very careful and very optimistic regarding our future. We should not do the mistake which the cricket has done. So this is the summary of this poem. I hope you all have enjoyed it. And in your literature copy, you will write the summary, the word meanings and the question answers of this poem. This all you will get in the NCERT link which I have already provided. So complete this chapter in your literature copy. That's it for this video lecture. Thank you everyone.